Hello friend, welcome to IC Engine Lab. Today we will discuss on the speed test on 3-cylinder petrol engine. So first of all, looking it into the component of the engine, you can see here. So this is the 3-cylinder petrol engine. These are the 3 spark plug 1, spark plug 2 and spark plug 3. So it means that this is the 3-cylinder engine and this is the cylinder head. This is cylinder block and crankcase, and last one is here. This is the sump. Okay, this one is the exhaust manifold of the engine, and this is nothing but the intake manifold of the engine where the air is supplied. This is the cooling fan and this is the oil supplied. This is nothing but here the exhaust pipe, this one, and there is a calorimeter through which the temperature of the exhaust gases are to be calculated. This one is nothing but the flywheel. You can see here. Okay, this is the flywheel of the engine. This is the starter of the engine, and this one is nothing but the output shaft or the crankshaft of the engine. This one is hydraulic dynamometer. With the help of this, we are going to apply the load on the engine with the help of this lever. Another one here, this is the control panel of the engine. You can see here total or the specification of the engine is given over here. This is the 3-cylinder engine, number of cylinder are 3, stroke are 4. This is petrol engine, fuel is petrol, power is 27.6 kilowatt, about 5000 rpm. Cylinder diameter here is 66.5 for all 3 cylinders. Stroke length is 72.0 mm. Compression ratio here is 9.2:1. Orifice diameter is 35 mm and dynamometer arm length is 200 mm. You can see here, this is the RPM indicator. With the help of this, we are going to find out the speed on the engine, that is 2 pi nt divided by 60 into 1000. So n, that is nothing but the speed of the engine in RPM, that will be found out from here. This is the load indicator through which we are going to find the total load on the engine with the help of the hydraulic dynamometer, that is the value of W in terms of or in kg. Here we are going to find out the different temperatures, that is T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. Okay, and this is nothing but the U-tube manometer, which is connected with the orifice at the back side. So with the help of this one, we can find out the value of HW, that is manometer difference. This one here is nothing but the burette which is provided for calculating the mass of fuel consumption, mass of fuel supplied to the engine. Here you can see here, this is the measure condition. Now we can see whenever we are putting it into a tank, so the engine is taking the fuel from the tank. The tank is located over here exactly at the back side. Whenever we are adjusting this knob to the measure condition, then the engine is taking the fuel from this burette and we are finding out the mass of fuel consumption for 10 ml of fuel consumption. So time taken for the 10 ml of fuel consumption, that we are finding out. Once it is measured, then we will again switch to the tank condition. It means that the engine is taking the fuel from the tank directly. You can see here, this is the layout of the engine. This is the eddy current dynamometer, hydraulic dynamometer. This one is the engine, and here is F1 is nothing but the fuel supplied, F2 is nothing but the air supplied. Okay, T1 here, T1 is inlet temperature of water, T2 is the outlet temperature of water, because our engine is water cooled engine, that's why it is required to supply the water to cool the engine. This T3 is the calorimeter temperature, T4 is the exhaust temperature at the inlet of the calorimeter, and T5 is the exhaust temperature of gases at the exit of the calorimeter. Okay, here specifically we can see now the water supply to the engine from here, and the calorimeter to the calorimeter is from here. You can find out from here in liter per hour. Now looking at into the different parameter, engine performance parameter, likewise brake power, that is nothing but 2 pi nt divided by 16 to 1000. So 2 pi n is nothing but the speed of the engine, and that to be found out from here. Okay, as the load is increasing, according to that the speed will be varying. Okay, and then T is nothing but the torque which is applied on the engine, which is equal to W into dynamometer arm length into G. So W is nothing but load in kg, that will be found out from here. A dynamometer arm length is here 200 mm, which is given, which will be constant, convert into a meter, and G is nothing but 9.81. So likewise we can find out the value of brake power, that is 2 pi nt divided by 16 to 1000. Another one is nothing but brake mean effective pressure. So for that one we have equation BP, which is equal to PMB LANK into 10 divided by 6. Okay, so here L is nothing but PMB will be find out. According to that, as we have already find out the value of brake power, so we can find out the value of PMB, which will be unknown value in the equation. So L is nothing but length of stroke, and that will be found out from here 72.0 mm, convert into meter. A is nothing but area of cylinder, that is pi by 4 d square. So pi by 4 d is nothing but here this engine cylinder diameter, that is equal to 66.5 mm, convert into meter. K is nothing but again n is nothing but speed of the engine from here, and K is nothing but 1 by 2 for 4 stroke. Okay, so likewise we can find out the value of brake mean effective pressure. Third parameter is nothing but brake specific fuel consumption, that is nothing but mf upon BP, mass of fuel consumed per unit of power developed. So mass of fuel consumption can be found out with the help of this burette for 10 ml of fuel. Means what? The time is taken for 10 ml of fuel consumption. So with the help of stopwatch, we will find out how much time is covered or how much time is taken to consume 10 ml of fuel. That will be taken, and then will be find out with the help of the equation Vf, which is equal to 10 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 divided by Tf. So Tf will be from here, from the stopwatch. Okay, that to be in second, divided by again 3600, multiply by CV, calorific value of the fuel, will get the value of the Vf. Multiply again with the density of the fuel, and then we will get the mass of fuel consumption and the brake power, which we have already find out in the previous equation. So likewise we can find out the value of specific fuel consumption, that is brake specific fuel consumption. Third one is nothing but the thermal efficiency. Okay, so thermal efficiency can be found out with the help of the BP upon MF into CV. BP is nothing but brake power, that is 2 pi nt divided by 16 to 1000, that will be found out from here, and mass of fuel consumption, that is taken from here, and divided by again 3600, multiply by calorific value of the fuel. Likewise we can find out the value of thermal efficiency, brake thermal efficiency. Then we can find out the value of the volumetric efficiency, that is VA upon VS. VA is nothing but actual volume which is supplied to the engine, and VS is nothing but the swept volume which is supplied to the engine. Okay, so VA will be find out from here. The equation is CD into A under root of 2GHW into rho W upon rho A. So CD is nothing but coefficient of discharge, that is 0.6 over here, that will be constant. Another one is the A is nothing but area of the orifice diameter. So area will be find out from here. So diameter of orifice we can find out from here with the help of the measuring instrument. So this is the orifice through which the air is supplied to the engine. Okay, and the diameter of this is nothing but the orifice diameter, and the area of orifice diameter will be find out. Okay, according to the equation, that is equation is pi by 4 d square. So d is here orifice diameter. Another one under root of 2 into G 9.81 into H. So here HW is nothing but manometer difference will be find out from here. Okay, according to the load varying, the value of H will be varying. H is nothing but H1 minus H2. H1 will be the highest value and H2 will be the lowest value in the geotube manometer. So likewise we can find out the value of HW for different reading. multiply by rho W, that is 1000, divided by rho A 1.17, that is the density of the air. Okay. So likewise we can find out the value of volume fluid supplied to the engine, and Vs is nothing but the swept volume of the engine, that is LANK into, or otherwise 60 into 1000. Okay. So L is nothing but length of stroke from here, A is pi by 4, D square. Here D is nothing but cylinder diameter, not the orifice diameter, cylinder diameter. LANK is 1 by 2 for this one, and then we can find out the value of Vs. So likewise Va upon Vs will give us the value of volumetric efficiency. And last one is air fuel ratio, that is Ma upon Ml, mass of air supplied to the engine divided by mass of fuel supplied to the engine. Okay, so that ratio will give you the value of air fuel ratio. So this is complete setup of the engine. So its speed will be calculated from here, load from here, different temperatures from here. So this is all about for the speed test on the 3-cylinder petrol engine. Thank you.